Bonn, Germany, 1920. One small kitchen-sized workshop and a sweet idea that would travel the world. Hans Riegel starts mixing sugar and gelatin. Simple ingredients, but the timing has to be perfect.
And then comes the twist, turning soft candy into a tiny bear shape. Cute, but technically tricky.
What starts as a small batch becomes demand, and demand turns into production.
Soon, the little bears don't just sell, they spread. One recipe, millions of fans.
From a small 1920 idea to a worldwide icon, the bear is still small, only the story got bigger.
Now, welcome to the modern gummy bear factory, where every second is controlled.
It begins with ingredients arriving like a mission, because one wrong batch can ruin everything.
Before anything is cooked, it's tested. Purity, consistency. The factory trusts data, not luck.
Gelatin goes in first. This is the backbone of the chew. Too little, too soft. Too much, too tough.
Now they merge. Sweetness meets structure. This is where gummy becomes more than candy. Sugar and syrup heat up. Temperature becomes the gatekeeper. Cross the line, and it's game over. One base mixture, then it splits into colors. Same bear, different personalities.
Flavor goes in last because heat can destroy it. Timing here is everything.
Filters catch impurities because a single grain can scar a bear's surface. Bubbles are the enemy. Vacuum pulls them out, so every bear comes out crystal clean. Here's the secret stage, starch beds. They hold the shape while the candy sets.
If the starch isn't perfect, the bear isn't perfect.
A single stamp creates a bear army, hundreds of tiny molds in seconds. Now the pour, precise and fast. Every cavity must be filled, no excuses.
Look closely, this is still liquid, but the countdown has started.
Trays roll forward like a conveyor river, because stopping means losing time and money.
Inside this room, the bears begin to become real, quietly.
Minutes pass, and the texture forms. But there's a danger. Set too fast, and cracks appear. Then, release. Bears drop out by the thousands, and the factory watches every piece.
Starch dust comes off, because the next stages demand a clean surface. Nothing is wasted. Starch gets cleaned and reused. Efficiency is part of the recipe.
One tiny humidity shift, and the whole texture can change.
Now the slow part, drying. This is where chewiness is engineered.
They look finished, but they're not. The inside is still settling.
After drying, they tumble, so every bear feels the same in your mouth.
This is the tension point. Too dry and they turn hard, too wet and they stick.
That signature shine? A final polish, tiny detail, huge impact.
Next, they get organized, because chaos is the enemy of packaging.
They even test the chew, because perfect bite is measurable.
Cameras nudge them faster than any human eye. Perfect bears move on.
Safety comes next, because food factories can't take risks.
Weight checks keep every bag fair. Consistency is the brand's real superpower.
And yes, the final test is human. One bite can approve or stop the entire run.
Packaging starts here, because freshness is a promise, not a guess.
The machine forms the bag in seconds and waits for the perfect dose.
Packaging starts here, because freshness is a promise, not a guess.
This drop has to be exact. Too many or too few, caught instantly.
It looks like candy rain, but it's engineered down to the gram.
Seal, snap, done. That seam is what keeps them soft for weeks. Every bag gets tracked, so the factory can trace a batch in seconds. From bag to box, now it's logistics mode. Machines stack faster than humans ever could, and they never lose count.
This is industrial choreography. One wrong placement and the whole tower fails.
Wrap tight, like armor for candy.
And then it happens. Shipment day. The bears leave the factory behind.
Now they wait, quietly, until the world calls for them.
On the shelf, they look simple, but you now know what it took to get here.
That sound, that shine, it's not just candy. It's a factory's precision in your hand. From one factory to countless stores, same shape, same chew, everywhere. From a small 1920 idea to a worldwide icon, the bear is still small, only the story got bigger.
Thousands per minute, an endless river of bears, and every single one must match the standard.